I also wanted to make another video real quick because as I was on my healing journey, I just basically spoke to the universe and just asked for what I wanted, and I just basically said I wanted to heal. It was just that simple. I wanted to heal completely. I wanted to heal emotionally. I wanted to heal spiritually. I wanted to heal physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. I wanted to heal all of it, and I understood that that meant me going to some shadow places and dark places that I didn't necessarily want to deal with. But I am glad that I did, because it was worth it getting to where I am. And so my journey in I'm saying this in short, and hopefully, as you watch me, if you decide to watch me, that you will this will all make sense, because I don't know what I'm going to express. But however, I must say this. I have to say this. I should have done this video actually sooner, but I wanted to make sure that this was all about me. But I'm in a good mood, and so I want to say this. So there were a lot of factors in me getting to this place, and there were a lot of people that helped me along this journey. However, this is not that video. This video is specifically about how I got to this place where I confidently believed that I could heal. Well, I've always believed, like I said, that the Most High put everything in our bodies, and I had everything in my body. That's interesting, in my body to heal. And I believe that even more so now. And so basically, my brother turned me on to Ralph Smart. It was a guy that Infinite Waters diving deep, Infinite Waters. So I started watching him, and I watched him a lot, actually. As a matter of fact, at one point, he was the only person I was watching. Like, I didn't like to subscribe because I didn't like being on social media, but I watched him. And he resonated with me right away. I understood everything he was saying. I related to it. I got it. It's like everything he was saying, I got it. And then I questioned, how does this young man have so much knowledge? Being that I'm somebody who's read a lot of books. So obviously I wasn't reading the right books. And so he recommended some books. I made a list of them, and I started researching them, and read bits and pieces. And then some people he recommended, but there was just something that's not what I was, actually was something more I wanted. My questions, I was just like, okay. So I watched him for a while. Then he made, I don't know, I really don't know. He made reference to a book called The Code to the Matrix. And so, of course, anytime when somebody recommends a book, it depends on, if it resonates. I thought, interesting, The Code to the Matrix, because I had a book called The Code to the Bible, and so I was like, okay, well, let me see what this is about. So of course, I look up the man, and then I end up seeing the man. I think I went right to another YouTube video, and then the first video of his that I saw was the deprogramming video, which I thought was interesting because my mind was thinking along those accounts at the time. And so then I just had something that was none of my business. Anyway, it's none of my business. I'm not gonna make it my business. Let me get back on focus. So then let's see. I just actually saw something out my patio window. It's easy for me to just get distracted. That's why I stay myself, so I can try to stay focused. I actually probably need to close these blinds. Hold on. So once I saw his deprogramming video, I think I saved it to a watch list or something. I don't remember, but I do remember I was busy with something, and I just knew I had to get back to it. So I think I saved it, and I came back and watched it, and then I was looking, and I was like, wow, all of his videos are so long. And I thought, so I knew that it was something I couldn't just, I was going to have to make some time for it. And So then I ended up just watching video, and then I watched another video, and then I watched another video. And then I thought, you know what, maybe I do need to go ahead and go read this book. So then I downloaded it. Somehow I got it. I think I was watching it on TV, and then I was having a hard time reading it, and then I had to go watch it on my, my desktop, and then before you know it, I had, you know, read the whole book. And I think the thing that was most surprising to me, I was very surprised, even though it was stuff I had never read or heard before. Um, I I just well, this was my first thought when I saw the when I saw the deprogramming video. The very first thing that I said when I was watching is it finally someone who understands me, which I thought was an odd statement, because I'm like, I don't know this man and he doesn't know me, but why do I think he understands me? Because I guess I was, seeing the things. And then when I read his book, even though I hadn't, there was so much in there, even the poetry and the things that he wrote, it was just like I could relate to it. And I was like, I believe every word. And it explained so many things that I had questions about, or I had things that I knew and didn't know how I knew them. And so then I thought, okay, I got to spend some time on this. So after I read the book, then I went back and just start watching videos from the beginning to the end. And the thing that was interesting is when he started Spirit Tech, or was it Astro Quest, I had just had my head elevation. However, I was restricted physically. But there was a lot of things going on here. and and here. And so then I just became obsessed with watching his videos, and so I started watching them. And then I don't know what finally made me go to the Secret Energy site. And I think I had seen it a couple of times. I went on there a couple of times, and then eventually I joined. But I'm not real savvy with technology. That's another area I'm challenging myself. I've been doing it. I just take my time, like my wonderful friends suggested. Just try to learn something, every day. But to be honest with you, it's really overwhelming. So right now, I'm just going to stick with YouTube. That's what I felt like doing anyway. And I did open up the other accounts, but I'm not really active on them. I'm not really active on any of them, really. I just make videos to really express myself, because it has come to that time. So I go to Secret Energy, and I'm just all over the place. And I'm just like, honestly, I'm in heaven. And so I end up joining university. I'm actually taking university semester 1 right now, and all my questions are answered. Okay. So this is my message to both Ralph Smart, who I now consider a brother. You are so correct, right, wonderful, amazing, in what you do. And I just want you to know that your, video did help me. Now, the 7-day vegan challenge, well, I've already confessed how that came about. However, I do eat a plant-based diet, but it all worked out. And as far as Sevan, James Evan Bomar III, it is an honor. It is an honor. It is an honor. I hear you. I do hear you. And, I'm just doing my part to, be the best support that I can. I am so grateful for you. And I think I know you don't need the accolades. I know you don't view yourself as a guru. You're just an adept. You're a sovereign being, a supreme being. I get all that. But to the, not but, however, to the low vibration um, beings, it is an honor. You are those things. So thank you very much. And I think the thing that I'm most grateful for is it's all in one place, because it's like I finally settled. And it's like anytime I am searching, I know that I have to go inside, and there's no other place that I'd rather be than with the tribe of secret energy. And I'm grateful to all of my brothers and sisters, and especially the children. I'm doing my part. And like our brother always tells us, action.